Imagine this, a night sky split by lightning, and a face made of storm looks back at you, eyes like burning glass, watching, waiting. What if angels once walked among us and fell into darkness? Welcome back to Legends and Lore, where we dig into forbidden texts, ancient powers, and the secret's history that didn't file under safe. If mysteries pull you in, hit subscribe, ring the bell, because tonight we open a book many tried to close. Forbidden Secret, the Book of Enoch. Long before kings wrote laws, before empires carved borders into dust, watchers stood guard over humanity. They were angels appointed to observe, to guide, and to keep a quiet watch from the heights. But desire has gravity, and even angels can fall. They descended in brilliance, robes like fire, voices like wind, and when they saw the daughters of men, beauty pierced armor more than any spear. Vows were whispered on mountaintops, oaths sworn beneath the stars. Their leader Semyaza bound them with a curse. If one breaks the pact, all must fall. They agreed and crossed the line. From that union came the Nephilim, giants whose footfalls shook the hills. They consumed and consumed not only food, but the order of the world. Villages bent the knee out of terror. Kings bribed them to survive another season. Where their shadows fell, crops withered, hope thinned, strength without wisdom, dominion without mercy. But the greater sin hid behind the seduction of knowledge. Azazel taught forging steel, shaping blades, and making war efficient. Others taught enchantments, ornament and vanity, the reading of stars not for wonder, but for control. To the human heart, every new secret glowed like gold. To heaven, it looked like corrosion. The earth itself cried out. Blood in the soil, cities pulling knives on their neighbors, mothers praying into wind that did not answer. The balance tilted, and judgment moved. Messengers rose from the heights. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, not as gentle heralds, but as the thunder that comes after lightning. They brought chains wrought for spirits, and writs signed in flame. Bind the watchers, the decree read, cast them into darkness, until the final reckoning. Imagine the scene, storms wreathing the mountain, sky tearing like fabric. One by one, the watchers felt their splendor dim, power hollowing out like a bell after last strike. Chains wrapped them, not iron, but verdict itself. Down they fell, past wind, past rock, past memory, to the abyss. And the Nephilim, water answered them, the deep uncapped, and the old world drowned. Bodies sank, but spirits lingered, restless and bitter. Many say those wandering shades became the template of demons' malice without bodies, hunger without end. Pause a beat, because the story now narrows to one man, Enoch, a righteous figure in a violent age, a walker between worlds. He is taken not by death, but by summons. Led through layers of heaven, he sees storehouses of snow, vaults of wind, and the thrones where judgments flow like rivers. Angels plead with him, carry our petition, soften the decree. Enoch writes, prays, and returns with the answer nobody wants. Judgment stands. Mercy is real, but not the kind that dissolves consequence. He sees more visions of a son of man, ancient and young, the axis where justice and mercy meet, He sees calendars set to sacred rhythm, months and gates of light, the choreography by which seasons keep their promises. In Enoch, the cosmos is not chaos, but it is orchestra. And yet, one wrong note can sour the symphony. So why was this book hidden? Why did some traditions keep it close, Ethiopia guarding it like treasure, while others locked it outside the canon? Part law, part caution. Its revelations are radioactive. They glow in the dark corners of theology. It names the culprits, sketches the prison, and insists that moral law binds saints and stars alike. Some feared the details would be misused, turning curiosity into obsession, or angels into idols. Others argued it is a fence around truth, not the city within it. And still, the Book of Enoch refuses to stay buried. Fragments surfaced in desert caves, words like embers that would not go cold. Scholars weigh lines and dates, argue authors and edits, but the pulse of the text keeps beating, because underneath the fallen wings and floodwaters, it's asking a question we cannot dodge. What is knowledge for? To heal or to rule? To build or to burn? Look around. We split atoms and map genomes, teach machines to think, and draw constellations out of data. Wisdom promises flight, but pride installs the trapdoor. The watchers crossed a line believing they were improving the model. They optimized power and collateralized innocence. Hidden wisdom changed the world, but it also brought judgment. And judgment isn't just punishment, it's calibration. A scale leveling after too much weight stacks on one side. When violence outweighs mercy, when vanity outweighs truth, correction isn't cruelty, it's repair. That's why the chains matter, not because heaven delights in locking doors, but because freedom without boundaries devours itself. Those fiery links were a firewall, preventing a breach from rewriting the system. Enoch's visions end not in despair, but in architecture. There is a future city, measured luminous, ruled by the one who binds chaos without silencing wonder. He is the chosen one, the Son of Man, the standard by which everything else is weighed. In that world, swords unlearn blood, and knowledge returns to its first vocation, service. So what do we do with a book like this? Treat it like an alarm clock. It wakes you, but it isn't the day itself. Let it shake easy answers, challenge lazy myths, and push us to hold power with humility. Because the line the watchers crossed does not sit on a mountaintop anymore. It runs through laboratories, boardrooms, timelines, and sometimes through our own hearts. If you feel the weight of that, good. We were meant to. Awe is not fear's cousin, it is wisdom's doorway. Before we close, listen once more to the storm, not as noise, but as memory. There are still chains in the deep, and prayers that rise higher than clouds. There is still a judge whose verdicts mend what violence frays, and there is still a path for mortals to walk with reverence, to carry knowledge like fire, warming, not burning. Forbidden secret, the Book of Enoch. We have only opened the first pages. If this stirred something in you, like the video, drop a comment with the question that you want answered next, and subscribe. Turn on notifications, because our next investigation follows the trail of the Nephilim, myths into other cultures, the giant hunters, storm gods, and why so many stories rhyme. Until then, keep your eyes on the sky and your heart calibrated.